Whew, what a hike. You guys are pros out there. You don't even seem tired.
That was such a fun hike. Remember that big snake we saw?
It was humongous. It looked like a dragon.
You guys were brave. That snake was scary. You actually reminded me of a saint.
Well, I'm flattered.
Me, a saint? Oh, what saint?
Saint George. Legend has it, he defeated a dragon.
A real dragon that breathes fire and flies and stuff?
Oh yes, a real terrible dragon.
Juice bar! It's burning.
This is how the story goes. They say this monster had scales as hard as armor. Its breath was as hot as fire, and its eyes glowed red like burning coals.
Are dragons really real though?
That sounds like a real dragon to me.
Yeah, it was a real mean dragon. It demanded that the people bring it food, or else it would terrorize the whole village.
Bring me food or I'll burn this place down.
I'm gonna burn you like marshmallows!
At first, the dragon demanded the village's animals. The villagers would leave the sheep and the goats by the shore of the lake.
Oh, poor sheep.
But after a while, the dragon became greedier, and he began demanding more.
Oh no, what more did it want?
The dragon wanted people.
People, no!
That's right, it demanded a person each week to come to the lake as its offering. The villagers were absolutely horrified, but they were also scared. They didn't know how to stop this terrible dragon. They felt helpless. So they prayed for a miracle.
Dear Jesus, I need someone to come and slay this dragon, like right now.
Is this when Saint George comes in?
Sure is. Saint George was a noble knight. He was known for his courage and his bravery and his faith. One day, he happened to be passing through the village when he saw that the people, they looked terribly sad, as if they had lost all hope. And so he asked them, "What is wrong, good people?"
Okay, George, let me catch you up. Number one, there's a huge, nasty dragon living here. We don't know how to get rid of him.
The dragon is eating all of our kids and all of our animals, and they won't go away and we're all freaked out.
St. George was horrified, but what happened next was even worse. That the dragon now demanded a new sacrifice.
More.
This dragon sounds super greedy.
This time, the chosen sacrifice was the king's daughter, the princess.
What? They wouldn't give up the princess, would they?
The villagers, they had no choice, and the king, though his heart was absolutely broken, knew he couldn't make any exception just because she was his daughter, or there would be anger and rioting among all of the people. So, the brave princess, dressed in white, walked herself to the lake, ready to give her life to save the people.
Where's St. George? Hurry up!
So, the princess walked up to the lake, and the dragon rose from the water. He looked right at her, scales shimmering, teeth bared, smiling maliciously.
Where's St. George? Hurry up, man.
Just then, St. George rode up on his horse and called out to the princess, "Stand back, princess!"
Yeah, St. George.
I will save you, princess.
The dragon roared in frustration, its breath so hot it felt like the air was burning.
Was he scared?
I'm sure he was. But then he remembered that God was with him and sent him on the mission for a mighty purpose. He raised his sword high and charged at the dragon. The dragon snapped its jaws, teeth like knives, and swiped its claws at him. But St. George was quick, and he dodged the sharp claws just in time. And then he hit the dragon with his sword.
Did he kill him?
Is he dead?
Oh no, the dragon's scales were so thick that the sword barely made a scratch.
Oh no.
Well, that's disappointing.
Then the dragon roared again, angrier than ever, and snapped at him, nearly knocking St. George off of his horse.
Whoa!
How would you try to defeat the dragon?
I would try a flamethrower. So an ice thrower so he can't breathe fire.
I would use my horse to run over his toes.
Oh, those are some really good ideas. Well, St. George didn't give up. He called on Jesus, asking for courage, bravery, and strength.
God, I need you right now.
Then he charged at the dragon one last time, and this time he aimed for a small, soft spot just beneath the scales by the dragon's heart. And with a mighty shout, he drove his sword through the dragon, and he let out one last roar before collapsing to the ground, defeated.
Take that, dragon, you nasty serpent.
The princess, the king, the whole town rejoiced and thanked St. George. But St. George, he thanked God.
That was awesome.
I want to slay dragons too.
You can, every day, but you don't even need a sword.
There's no dragons around here.
Well, it might not be a dragon with wings or teeth, but our dragons can be things that scare us, like telling the truth or standing up for others.
Or the devil and his evil temptations.
Now we're talking. With God's help, you can be as brave as St. George, even without the armor or the sword.
Ah, there's a snake!
Let's take a break from taking any real monsters on today. I will see you next time by the campfire. God bless you, juice boxers.